Truth was once Ghost is nightclub's name, but today it's season 1, episode 9 of Power Book 4. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment, and here we are here to discuss the penultimate episode of season 1. I think season 1 has been quite good. Has it lived up to expectations for me? I would say yes. I don't really see what they could have done for me to turn around and say like, it's been an absolute disaster. The fact they knew Tommy would be in it, it's a new city, you've got Tommy Flanagan in there. I'd say it's probably exceeded expectations. I didn't think Tommy Flanagan would have a bigger role as he has had running the Flynn family, but anyway, this episode begins. Victor obviously still reeling from the death of Gloria. His father shows up. He's like, had to be that bastard Tommy, and I was like, well, we're not going to rest until Tommy and those Serbs are fucking dead. So yeah, they think it was Tommy and the Serbs behind it. Well, I'll say Tommy and the Serbs. It was the Serbs, but Tommy actually had nothing to do with it. So it looks like Tommy's going to feel the laugh of that. Tommy then arrives in the building. We've got JP's kid. He's still counting the money, so he's really good with numbers. Oh, 5,000 divided by 187.5, and he hits you with, he's like, man, they all thought I was stupid in school, but I was just cracking numbers, man, which is quite mental. JP then tells his father that he rung Kate. He's like, how did that go? Well, I'm the one that hung up. JP's got this deep ass voice, man, and it's honestly like meme worthy. We're being honest. Tommy then meets up with Luciana, and he's kind of worried that Claudia's not checked in with him. Of course, we know the main reason why. Because she's jobbing him out. She's ghosting him because now she thinks that he had something to do behind with a Serb attack on Victor, but the reality is he didn't. But she then sees Tommy meeting with the Serbs later on, but we'll get to that a wee bit later. So yeah, looks like we're all going to retaliate here. We're going to retaliate against Tommy Egan. Vic, though, he's back at home. He's resting after obviously getting shot at, broken arm, car crash, not that good stuff. And then Walter essentially tells his daughter that, you know what, my son's near been killed twice. I love yous both. I'm promoting you. So Claudia's been promoted to some form of capacity. And Walter then tells Polly that he's going to call in the big guns. He's calling in the Four Horsemen. Is it going to be Ric Flair? Is it going to be Arn Anderson and co? I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see. But they arrive via planes. I'm going to assume this was like a private airway. They've arrived for Dublin. It's the heavy hitters, which I thought was quite mental. We then see the young kids, JP's son and his wee mate. They essentially stole all the Dahlia. They've took it to cousin Gary down in the south, and essentially it looks like he's going to throw out Gennard, which makes sense. Gennard also wants to move on Diamond. He kind of just buries Diamond here. He's like, yeah, he's been soft ever since he got out. You know what? I've been primed for that spot. So here I am, and kind of just seems, I don't know, weird that Diamond's getting betrayed like this. Also, the cop, the white cop, threatens the black cop, and then he goes to Diamond, and Diamond gives him 150k. It's like they're trying to make you feel that this cop, O'Leary, is it? Something like that. He's got like a really Irish sounding name. Is that this guy's a great guy? And he's like, he's doing it for his sister. I mean, he could just come clean at the end of the day. Is he going to do that? No, he's not going to do that. But yeah, he gets the 150 grand. Whoop-de-doo. Tommy then meets with the Serbs and says, we've got a big problem. But I need to know who's the one that ordered the hit. And in order for that, the Serb Mirkovic actually gives up his man. Tommy kills him. Essentially what's happened here, Tommy pays 2 million to have all the Serbs as backup, and then like an extra 500,000 for the guy to find out the hit. So yeah, the Serbs are good. This is a good deal for the Serbs at the end of the day. So they were never ever going to reject this. And also we've got Diamond with his new missus, who's like the writer, but it's out in the open now. So I'm not really too sure what's going to happen in that regard. I mean, episode 8 I thought was really good. Don't get me wrong. We also had this episode, Tommy confronting JP about phoning Kate, which he was obviously rightfully pissed off about, man. It wasn't the end of the fucking world, was it, man? Honestly, but yeah. Claudia seeing Tommy walk out the cells up forced her to go to our family. Vic and Walter, they're like, I told you bastards. I told you, Tommy. I think Walter was just playing this in order to get Tommy at the picture, but here, we'll only get Tommy at the picture. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but it looks like a new era for the Flynns, definitely, so we'll have to go and see. But we've got Gennard and his wee buddy saying that, you know, actually we're gonna kill those two young motherfuckers. They're trying to steal our pipeline. And then Tommy reveals to JP's kid that he knows him and he's JP's son and that I'm your uncle. He then runs away. Tommy then catches up to him. He's like, it's going to be alright, kid. And then as they're walking over to the car, there's a drive-by. There's an absolute drive-by that hits him. His son, JP's son, does get hit here. I think he'll live. I mean, honestly, we don't actually know yet who's passed away. But Gennard hit a drive-by on Tommy a few episodes ago, and now I'm sure he's done this one. So we'll have to wait and see. This was a red SUV. Tommy takes him to the hospital. JP turns up, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? And then obviously the episode ends with him in hospital with his son. Then the Four Horsemen arrive at the bar. Walter's like, well, I've called Claudia up. I don't give a fuck about the old country anymore. We're going to wipe Tommy Bastard Egan off the face of this earth. So I think King's died down for episode 8. I know, but it picked up towards the end of this episode, but it set up a pretty interesting finale. But the way it's going, I just don't. So I'm kind of confused with the timeline because with Tommy at the end of Power Book 2, Season 1, he returns to New York. Is he gonna? So I'm kind of confused about what is the timeline. Like, is Power Book 4 set in between Ghost's death and when Tommy comes back, and then in between Season 1 and 2 of this, he might go back to New York? Or is it... I don't know. I don't really know how they're going to explain it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to give this episode a 6 out of 10. But I'm expecting a big finale. I'm going to go watch it right now. Looking forward to it. Leave your thoughts down below. And peace.